Are you recording? Hello, I decided to do my very first video. It's a new camera I got for Christmas, and so I thought I would try the video on my welding. I'm starting up welding, learning welding. My first big project is a Florida Swamp Man. And I've already started on it, but I thought I'd before I got too much farther, I'd do a little video on what I've done. Anyway, we've got a ton of moss that grows on the trees here, so I'm going to go collect all the moss, stuff the chicken wire full of the moss, and the head, of course, will be full of moss. And then inside of the body, I'm going to put a bag of dirt. Then I can plant ivy or some other succulent, small succulent that expands. So I think that'll look nice, and that's going to go out by our new pump house. And so that's my first project, and I just wanted to share that with you. And I'll let you know. We'll do another video as soon as I get farther along. All right, thank you.
And here's Pam getting ready to weld. Now take your mask off so they can see it's really you under there.
Oh, I can see it's me.
Well, just flip it up.
Oh, it's just...
That's good. That's good. We can see it's you.
I'm getting one. I got the head welded on. So that'll be the head. Now I'm doing the one arm. This arm will be out like that. And then next I'll do the other arm. And one of my welds broke on the feet, so I have to re-weld that. But being it's my first big time, it's going fine. So I'll let you know after I get all done. Hello, this is the continuation on my Swamp Man statue that I've been welding, so I thought I would show you what I have done so far. The welding is all done, so now I'm getting ready to paint it. So here it is. So let's start at the bottom. Got the feet all welded on. I've added a couple of extra braces, braced the two legs together, and then put a couple of little braces just to help hold it. Now I've got the arms all welded on. And so now I'm going to paint. I'm going to paint all these welds. Just going to put some Rust-Oleum on it. It's going to be in the weather all the time, so it doesn't really matter. I'm just adding a little protection. So I'm going to go do the paint, and then I will come back. Okay, so here is the man, my swamp creature. He's all painted. It's not a great paint job. I wasn't planning on painting the whole thing. I just wanted the welds, some paint on the welds just to help keep the welds from rusting too badly. I did put some on the rest of it, but generally I didn't put anything other than in the welds. So that's what it looks like. So now what I'm going to do is I cut some noodles, which we got at a garage sale, and they're just those, little noodles that you play with in the pool. And I got them on sale at a garage sale. I cut it down the middle so that I could place it over the rebar. It's just going to add a little extra. Let me get on the other side so the sun's not quite, there we go, that's better. So I put this on the arm as so, and I will go ahead and put all of those on, and I'll come back to you. Okay, so there he is. I have the noodles on his legs and his arms and on his head. I just had a little bit left, so I put a couple on his shoulders and a couple at the bottom, which wasn't really necessary. It's just to add a little padding so I don't have to put quite so much moss inside of the arms and the legs and such. And it adds a little more sticking power for the moss as well. So now I need to go collect the moss, which is very easy to do. As you can see, this tree out here we live in Florida, so it is covered in moss. So I'm not going to have any trouble collecting moss for my project. And I will put that moss inside of the chicken wire and then place those on the legs and the arms. So that's my project, and I will get back to you. Hello, and we are back at it again today to work on the Swamp Man. And I've gone out and collected moss, so I'll show you all the moss before I start stuffing him. And this is some of the moss that I collected. So that moss will go into the wire, arms and legs and the head. So I'm going to go start on that, and then I will show you as I get going. Okay, so we've got the moss on the legs, one arm, and his head. I didn't get enough moss on this trip, but I knew it wasn't going to be enough, but I thought I'd get started. So this is what he looks like. Of course, he's not done. I've still got the body, more for the head, and then that one arm over there. So just thought I'd show you what it's going to look like after I'm done. This is the progress. Hello. Well, today I'm finishing up the swamp creatures. You see I've got the arms, the leg, and the head. I don't know if you can see the head or not, but I thought I would show you how I stuff it. I went out this morning and got a bunch of the moss. Now I'm just taking the last of the sticks off because they grow on branches in the trees. So there's another stick. Okay, so anyway, I'm going to stuff his body and up into his armpits. I'm going to get it stuffed nice and tight. Takes quite a bit of the moss. I have to get it all the way over. And I found this piece of rebar that helps me move the moss to areas where I can't reach. Like over on this side. So I'll just use that to pull the moss over to cover up everything. We don't want to see his frame underneath. There we go. Over on this side, do the same thing over here. Make sure the frame is good and covered. I'm gonna have to go out and collect some more moss. I don't have enough moss. Oh, it's hard to get up into his armpits. little bit more. There we go. Should have made him a bigger butt. He doesn't have a butt. There we go. Get that down into his legs. Give him a little bit of a rear end here. Try and get down to the frame so you don't see the frame. Cover up any pieces of the yellow noodles that I used. Okay, that's looking better. Okay. This is all I've got left. I have to go pull some more. There we go. Alright, well you're seeing how it's going to look. I think another load of moss, and I should just about have them done. Tweak some of the places it has frame showing through, and that'll be it.
Talking to me or you filming?
Okay. Hello, it's Pam again, and I finished my Swamp Man, so I wanted to show you the finished product. I've got some solar lights attached. His eyes have flashing, they flash from red, green, and blue, so he's got little eyes that will change color at night, and then he's got the hand on his hand. So here we go, I'll show you. So I had an old welding mask that was being thrown away, so I took that, and you see the little lights in the eyes. When it gets dark, they flash red, blue, and green. And actually it turned out pretty good because the solar, and of course there's a spider right on the top of it. Loving all this moss. Anyway, the solar light things, they ended up kind of looking like ears, so that kind of turned out nice. And then I've got a solar light in his hand. So this is him all done. He's ready to go out in the garden. I've got some stakes that I made to drive down into the ground. So these are just rebars that I took what is that called? A washer. Boy, my mind. I took a washer and welded it to the top of the rebar, and so that will be driven down through the legs down here. There's holes, so I'll drive that down through the holes, and that'll hold him into the ground. But that is my finished project. So the next picture I take of him will be after I get him planted out by the pump house. That's it. Thank you.